So welcome back to the Sawmill, friends. Today's video is sponsored by our friends at Established Titles. And right now they're having a huge holiday sale going on. And if you use my code OUTOFTHEWOODS at checkout, you get an additional 10% off. Established Titles is a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping global reforestation efforts. It is a project based on a historic Scottish custom, where landowners are referred to as lards or lords and ladies in English. They also plant a tree with every order and work with global charities like the One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future to support global reforestation efforts. This title pack also makes a great last-minute gift because it gives you the title of a lord or a lady that you can use on your airplane tickets, your credit cards, or even your dating profiles. Right now, the first 200 people purchasing the title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot or within walking distance. So for those of you that act right now, we can build our own little out-of-the-woods kingdom in Scotland. Now with this title pack, you get at least 1 square foot of land at a private estate in Scotland, an assigned plot number, and also a certificate as well. So once again, there's a link down below in the video description. There's also a link in the top comment if you can't see that. Be sure to use my code OUTOFTHEWOODS at checkout to save an additional 10%. So let's get to the video, friends, and once again, thank you to Established Titles. So welcome back to the Sawmill, friends. Today I'm going to show you guys something I have to do here at the Sawmill that I don't really enjoy, but it's a necessary evil when you run a sawmill. And I was actually contemplating whether or not I was going to show this part of my day, but I try to keep it real here on the channel. So let me show you guys what we're working on. For those of you that have ever visited a real sawmill, this happens all the time. You get logs piled up everywhere, you lose track of them. Sometimes you don't get to them in time and they rot away like this poplar and pine has done. I have no excuse for this, it's just the nature of the business, guys. If you go to any kind of sawmill in this world, you will find a pile of logs that they never got to that will either be turned into firewood, pulpwood, or just burned on site, and that's what we're doing here today. So this is 90% pine. There's 2 poplars on top. I remember this one right here. It's got a pretty big hole in the middle. Probably wouldn't have sawed that one anyways, but this pine back here, nobody in my area will burn this for firewood, and it's been on the ground, guys, like I said, way too long. It needs to go. I need this room back. I also need to dig out my log rite tools. I sure hope they're not watching right now. I kind of neglected those for the past season and parked them back here in the back. And I'm going to pay for it when I try to dig them out because those thorns are sharp. Check that out. And they are all around both those arches. That's not going to be fun right there. All right, so for those of you that this bothers, think about it this way. Most of the logs that I get here at the sawmill, probably 95% of them come from tree services. If I don't take those logs, they go straight to the landfill. And they are used at the landfill. They do serve a purpose. They grind them into mulch. And somehow that aids them in getting rid of the trash when they bury it in the ground. I'm not sure how that works, but that's what I've been told. So if you think about it that way, these logs right here, if I wouldn't have took them, they'd have been in the landfill about 4 years ago. So at least I did give them a little bit of a chance by taking them on. But like I was saying earlier, you can't get to all of them. So these logs on the top need bucked down in half because they're too long for the burn pile. And over here, I did find some decent usable logs. I had 2 white oak that I have no idea where they came from, but we'll definitely get something out of those. Because that's one thing about white oak, you can leave it laying on the ground for 2, 3, 4, or 5 years sometimes and still get some usable lumber out of it. You may find some buds in it, but you'll still get a few boards. All right, guys, I've got my tools ready. That's my 461. That's my favorite chainsaw. I've had that thing for about 7 years now. A really good saw. Got the 754 with the grapple ready to pick up these logs. I got the sunroof open because it's really warm here today in Northeast Tennessee for late November. chainsaw just ate right through it. That is some rotten wood right there, guys. Can't even get a grip on this bark. Wants to fall right off. I'm rolling these off because the grapple on the tractor seems to pick up a log better. It gets a better purchase if there's no logs right beside it. Kind of hard to see it sometimes from that cab. Well, looks like we've uncovered somebody's home. Don't get me wrong, friends, I'm no expert when it comes to nature, although I have watched a lot of animal shows on the National Geographic Channel. I think I know what made this hole over here. So right there's the hole. It's about 6 inches in diameter. And if I was a betting man, I would say probably a groundhog. What do you guys think? Give me a comment down below. I'm thinking a groundhog, but I could be wrong. Let's go get the tractor and take these to the burn pile. Man, it stinks up here. These logs actually kind of smell pretty bad, actually. Nasty stuff. All right, guys, for those of you who are really bothered by this, take a look at that poplar log right there. There's no way you can get anything out of that. Look at the sweep in it. There's nothing there. All right, let's grab this poplar and take it to its final resting place. Can you believe I missed it? My goodness. I got it that time. We'll see if I can rip this fence post out of the ground with the grapple. If this doesn't work, I'll edit this out. A little disclaimer, this fence post is already pretty loose in the ground. No problem for the big guy, look at there. Well, now it's stuck. There it goes. Watch out, guys. Boy, I tell you what, that about nailed you guys right in the face. That was close. I didn't plan ahead right there on the camera. My goodness. Let's go get some logs, guys. Disaster has been avoided. These cameras are very expensive. Got about 10 logs taken down, got some more cut up and ready to go. But before we take those down, Let's bring the 574 up here and clean up some of this mess. Put that flail mower to work.
City lights and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic is fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody